The Radio Wammo Breakfast.
Wine Vault Radio with Jason Bryant from winevaulttv.com.
Indeed, he's the chap who uploads videos on a regular basis of him chatting with other people over a bottle of wine, and every week he comes and does it here in the Kiwi studio as well.
What a great way to end a week.
Isn't it?
It's superb.
The only way.
Kind of sets yourself up for the weekend nicely.
Yep. And especially right now, for the festive time, gosh, there's lots on. Last night, Blondie and the Pretenders.
Yeah, how was that? Because my parents were really into Blondie, and so that kind of puts it in perspective for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, the audience was definitely skewed towards a certain age group.
And even the Pretenders, my parents were into the Pretenders.
Yeah.
Kind of skipped me.
I was just blown away by the energy that was still being exuded on
Deborah,
stage.
young Deborah,
just dancing all over the show. But also
Checkered
rocking.
history.
Like seriously, what do you mean?
Well, with the drugs.
Oh, well,
drugs and rock and roll.
That's rock and roll.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But she survived it. She came out the other side. A lot of people kind of who indulged as much as she didn't.
This is true.
I was watching an interview the other day, just chiming on in.
Oh, hello, Sam.
Hello.
Yeah.
I was watching an interview the other day.
That's what you're saying, Wammo.
And she reckons 50% of her peers from that time are now dead and gone through the drug and alcohol abuse.
Yeah. That's when rock and roll was rock and roll. You know, you had.
I don't know if it was the 80s. Rock and roll was rock and roll in the 70s, bro.
No,
rock and roll was
the 70s.
Well, very late 70s.
Oh, she's 77.
No, who? What?
Deborah Harry.
Oh, you mean when the music started?
Yeah,
77.
Parallel
Probably
Lines.
around,
I mean
yeah.
that was one of her biggest albums. I mean that was kind of mid to late 70s.
Okay, well there you go. You're probably a bit more.
Well, I remember my parents kind of having it.
Yeah.
And we used it on vinyl and then put it onto the record player.
But yeah, I guess a lot of the people going to these gigs are there for the hits, but there's a lot of challenging stuff in between. Stuff that they're.
These guys they ought to cut out and make them new music. People don't want that.
No, it's true.
Well, that's it.
They want the greatest hits album just to be rolled out. When I go and see kind of REM, I don't want any more new music.
Well, don't be killing the creative buzz though, bro. They're still
they get
creatives.
bored.
Yeah, the only reason why people are going right, just do that in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Keep the creativity in the bedroom.
Release it on albums, but when I pay $60 to go see a show,
I want
just play me
hits.
Everybody Hurts.
But there was one moment last night with the Pretenders. They're just about to crack into one of their best known
Brass
songs.
in my pocket.
And
it's the only one I could think of.
and it was like, oh, this one's a bit cheesy, and but you wouldn't be here otherwise if you went into that,
Yeah.
I don't know if that was
Admission.
It was basically.
Yeah, it's kind of people are only there.
Admission, attack.
It was a slight attack, I thought, on the audience as well at the same time, because
you middle class idiots coming to see our songs.
Basically, yeah.
When I went to see The Who, and I think that they've got the balance right. They only play big numbers.
Yeah.
I went to see them do Quadrophenia.
But I'm thinking, what about, because Joe Cocker's coming next year, and
yes.
I would have loved to have seen him in his Woodstock kind of time.
Geez, yes,
but the whole you can leave your hat on. I don't want to see that.
But you will.
No, well, I don't think I will. I'm not going to go.
Who's he here with?
Someone big. I saw it on TV this morning.
Someone really big.
I can't. I don't know. Sorry, man.
Who's what?
Oh, it's
supporting him?
Thorogood.
George Thorogood, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to Kiwi Fan this morning, guys. By the way.
I'm not sure I could go and see kind of like Blondie, to be quite honest, because I don't appreciate the new music. That's all I'm going to say on it. That's all I'm going to say on it.
What are you going to say? There's a blonde girl on that bottle of wine you got there.
Oh, jeez, look. You can sniff a white wine out from 100 yards.
What have you got for us today?
I've got. I really should have had this last week. I realised that there was an error in my ways, and I should have had this last week. And there just wasn't enough thought about what I was going to bring Wammo last week, to be quite honest.
But it was damn fine.
It was a really good one.
It was really, really good.
Yeah.
But there just wasn't enough thought, and so this would have been a great wine for last week, because John Lennon would have he died 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. Now, this wine is called Mimi. And it's also from Morton Estate. I don't know whether you can see that kind of blonde attractive.
Looks like
person.
a chick lit like label. Like,
Do you know what? I hate this label. I detest it. I think
that's
it's
terrible.
awful.
I'm just putting it out there.
John Lennon, the segue between John Lennon and wine was he was brought up by Aunt Mimi.
Oh, there you go.
And that would have been beautiful.
Yeah.
I'd say Mimi if I was you, because Mimi in New Zealand means a completely different thing.
Is it?
Do you not know what Mimi
No.
means? Have a Mimi. Go in the corner, go behind the trees and have a Mimi.
Never heard that. Must be in Hamilton.
It means going to the toilet.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, Mimi. Have a Mimi.
Well,
It's a bit
Aunt
cute, isn't
Mimi.
it?
Well, no, it's a Māori word, but anyway.
It's like, oh, is it?
Yeah.
Ah.
Aunt Mimi, as I've been corrected,
Yeah.
brought up John Lennon. So it would have been quite nice. 30 years.
Yeah.
He would have been 70 this year, as well.
So,
So there was been nice
It would have been a
synergy
good
between the
segue,
wine
yeah.
and John Lennon and everything like that.
But
Even though we didn't talk about John Lennon,
looking at
he's a bit of a hero of mine.
at the me my label,
Yeah.
right?
Oh my god, this is we're gonna pop.
Pop this one.
That's still a bit disappointing.
You don't know how strong I am with my
To
left
hold that
arm.
cork in. I was waiting for the pop.
Well, if I'd have
All we
would've
got
gone
was
through
a-
the screen.
That TV doesn't work very well anyway. Would have got us a new one. You should have aimed it at it.
Anyway, so the label is obviously it's targeted towards a certain demographic.
It really detracts from the wine, I think.
I didn't think 14-year-old girls needed to buy wine, to tell you the truth, looking
Yeah.
at that label.
And do you know what? And that's what I think. Given their kind of prestigious position within the bubbles industry in New Zealand,
Who?
Morton Estate,
That is Morton. Okay.
I felt that the proposition for me with having that kind of label and kind of like detracted from the wine, it was purely aimed at that kind of Tahana, kind of late teens, early 20s drinker. Value proposition is $15, and so yeah, I don't feel that they needed to go down that route. They obviously do. I feel if they had gone down that route with a better label, but the same price point they would have achieved for me.
It puts it in the same category as, say, Miami Wine Cooler or
The label
like
or the
that,
price
the
point?
label.
What's the price point?
$15.
Oh, that's
Recommended retail, so I mean it's going to get slashed
Yeah.
to 10.
10, yeah.
Right. Which I've got to say that $10, $15 is good wine. It's made in a very traditional champagne style, but only on lees for 9 months. So rather than kind of like 12 or 18. It's got. I can smell it from here. It's got quite a kind of fragrance to it. Quite an attractive fragrance to it. You don't like
I don't
it?
like it so much on the nose.
It's got a lemon zest with a bit of lime, twist of lime, bit of oat.
Yeah, I was gonna say something almost grassy, but
It's a bit musky.
yeah.
You will get that kind of stuff off champagne as well. Although last week's, which was the kind of another premium label, was you didn't get it so much.
It smells like it's going to be sickly sweet.
Let's kick it, eh? Should we kick it? Ooh, yeah.
No, compared to last week, this is not my thing.
$15.
$15, yeah. I mean,
$10?
you're a whole 20, well, $15 cheaper than last week's one, really, wasn't it? 'Cause it was a $25 price point. So.
25, 30 last
Stick
week.
a strawberry in
It's
it.
sort of.
Do you know what that? Stick strawberry, stick orange juice, which is all going to happen around Christmas time, and this is what people are going to do. It's got a bit of sweetness there. It's ideal for the market they're trying to attract.
It's so light, like there's nothing, like it's there, there's a little bit of citrus, and then gone. Nothing in your mouth anymore. It's like there's
You're
no
not
meat
digging it,
to
are
it.
you?
But it might be the skewered fish that I had at midnight last night.
Could be. Yeah, party animal.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not my favourite. I mean, I prefer it to the Tahana. I think it's got
It's
a bit more
almost
to play
watery.
to.
Yeah, I don't know. Give or take it.
I
bet this-
think we were spoiled last night with a great great bubbly.
last week, yeah. I reckon that one's probably going to sit in the Kiwi fridge all weekend.
No, it won't. The sweetness will attract people. Next week we'll do a different bubbles because we're on the build up
Christmas
to
Eve next
Christmas.
week,
Oh, to
yeah.
wind down
Yeah.
to Christmas.
Well, some people will be buying their bubbles on the Friday.
Yeah,
won't they?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've got to say that there's, right now, this is my wine of the week, right? Not this one, but there's a wine of the week in, what's the one near Nosh?
Liquor King.
Liquor King, Ponsonby Road, $33 for Nicholas Feuillet champagne, third most popular champagne in the world,
There you go.
first in France,
And they know champagne.
right? And it's $33. It's usually kind of $80.
Wow.
So I tell you what, if you want to celebrate at Christmas,
Yeah. Okay.
Found that.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good
Yeah.
tip there.
yeah, that's my wine of the week.
All right.
Wine of the week.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Jason Bryant.
We didn't get into any kind
We didn't
of
get any,
nitty gritty.
Well, no doubt.
Next
How about
week.
we have the year in review next week? Because it'll be the perfect time at the end of the show.
Oh,
Year
beautiful.
in review. All right.
Yeah. Be
We'll
therapy.
discuss everything you want to discuss then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. And winevaulttv.com. Also, Jason_Bryant on the Twitter.